morning. It is Sunday and I'm on my little drive, and I thought I'd share some thoughts with you. Yeah, so I'm in the FN as per usual. It's got a full tank of fuel, and I've actually gone for a full tank of 95 RON, not 99 but 95 RON, because I'm convinced it does make a difference, and I always run on 99 RON fuel. And on this occasion, just happened to be at a BP, and I wasn't going to put 97 RON in, so I thought I'd run this car on 95 RON and see if we got better miles per gallon, or worse performance, or worse miles per gallon. I thought we'd have a look and find out. So that's what I'm doing. So having a little pootle about in the FN2. Not taking my brain out today, just having a little, as the roads are a little bit clear, you know, just putting it through its paces. Nothing dramatic. Yeah, and really, I like you guys know, and the reason why I keep making these videos, I believe that having your drive on a Sunday, or getting a bit of time to yourself, I think it's really good for us, and I'll continue that trend, and continue to have a little drive out and reflect, pretty much reflect on the week. Now this week, we've been extremely busy at Dyna Days, mapped some EP3s on the Honda Vert software, which is going really well. So if anyone's got any questions about the Honda Vert on the EP3s, let's have them in the comments below. Bit of a misconception that K100 or K Pro from Honda will do better. That's not true. It's the tuner that counts. It's just a system to allow you to map the vehicle, and anyone who can tune it well will tune well on a Honda Vert board, which is what we've been doing. Some FN2s in, we've had some Mitsubishi Colts in, some successful, some not quite so successful, but that's for another video. But yeah, it's Sunday. What are you guys doing today? Let's have some comments below. Are you out on your drives, washing your car? Are you driving your car? Are you modifying your car? Let me know what you're doing. I'm still religiously following some FN2 channels on YouTube. I've come across a couple of foreign channels as well, with subtitles. They're doing some good stuff, and some Mitsubishi Colt foreign channels as well, which I'm really enjoying. And what I tend to do is, in the YouTube search bar, I'm literally in there typing CZT Colt or Civic FN2, and why is that guy? People just can't drive, can they? Totally covering my entrance into that road. What a moron. Yeah, so I'm searching CZT or FN2, and then I put in the options, I'm saying like this week or today, and I'm coming up with lots of content that I would have not necessarily ever seen before, because they're only small channels. Now we've got to support the smaller channels, because these guys are working just as hard, if not harder, than some of the big boy YouTube channels. Obviously some are very successful that I follow, like Cowabunga Car Diaries. If you haven't checked them out, go and check them out. Such good lads, love them dearly. I've been following Limitations, I've been following Robster Ecutek. These are good channels, you've got to go and have a look at those. Yeah, so other than watching YouTube and uploading YouTube, I've got so much YouTube content to upload that I'm going to be boring some people, because on our Saturdays, because Dynodaze is now open again of a Saturday, so you can pay your 30 quid and you can come down and you can watch, or you can book your car in on the dyno for 30 quid. Because we're now open, it means that on the Saturdays I've got lots of content, and it's not in-depth content, it's literally a car on the dyno, what power it's made, what it sounds like, sometimes if I can get enough time to get the information, what modifications it's got. But I do like the fact that occasionally you will upload for example, a Mini Cooper S Supercharge, and I won't know what injectors he's on or anything like that, but he will, because he's excited and he sees his video. If people ask the questions, 9 times out of 10 the owner responds on the YouTube video and says, I've got these modifications. That really helps, and it makes that community vibe, keeping it alive, making sure that everybody interacts. And that is what we've got to do. We've all got to interact with each other. We've had a tough year, haven't we? Everybody has, especially with COVID, and we've got to make sure that we're all speaking to each other. One of the clubs that I'm involved with, the Modified FN2 page on Facebook, find that page. It's a good page if you're into your Civics. A little bit different. We all want to help each other out. Predominantly men. I'd say like 98% of the members of that club are men. So we all know that men tend to not talk about anything, especially not how they're feeling. But in that group, it's sort of like, I know it sounds a bit wishy-washy, but it's a safe place for people to say, I've had a shit week and I'm feeling down, and everyone sort of gets involved and they want to talk to you and stuff. It's a great place to be. So in some respects, it's sort of what I'm trying to do with these videos, is to get people talking and to get people interested, and just generally making sure that people stay in communication with each other. We're all coming out of lockdown now, and hopefully things will get back to normal and people will start seeing their mates again and hanging out, go to car shows and stuff. So we're at the end of the tunnel now, and we can see the light, and fingers crossed everyone starts to feel a little bit better. There's a lot of people out there that I can tell, especially on social media, that are struggling because of their attitudes to the way that they speak about things. I've got a friend called Ian, and he can tell when I'm not doing so well at any particular point in day, because he's actually paying attention to the way I respond to stuff. So thanks for keeping me on my toes, Ian, and thanks for reaching out to me when you think I'm struggling. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, things in the news this week, like I don't know, Prince Philip dying. That sucks. He was he going to be 100 this year? What a legend. I've seen a lot of people slating the royal family and stuff. The royal family are indifferent to me, you know. I'm not necessarily a big royal fan, but anybody that's been in the armed forces and defended this country gets mega respect from me. So if you've served in the forces, or you're currently serving, I want to see your comment below. If you've served, I want to know where and when, and then hopefully everybody else that watches this video can drop a little heart or a little thumbs up on your comment, and you can know that you're appreciated, because I appreciate you. Underneath this hoodie today, I've got a commemorative Arnhem t-shirt on, because my grandfather, he fought in World War II at Arnhem, liberated Holland, and one of the things that I've always thought, especially these men that served our nation and protected us and defended our freedoms, once they've done that, once they've had a sniper try to kill them, once someone's thrown a grenade at them in the name of looking after the next generation, keeping us safe and free, they can say whatever they like. If they want to swear at the TV, if they want to hate Tottenham Hotspur, they can do it. They can go down the shops and they can tell you to take your stupid earring out. They can go down the shops and they can say, why are you wearing a dress? If that's what they want to do, they can. And they might not even be right, but they've earned that. They've earned that opportunity to say and think what they like, because they have done more for this country than me and you will ever do. Ever. And no amount of sitting on Facebook and being a social justice warrior and slating everything everybody else believes in, no amount of that will ever make you as heroic or as important to this nation as our armed forces. Oh, but they get paid. Yeah, they get paid. They get paid to risk their lives to protect us. What do? I go to work and I eat a sausage roll and I tune a car and I mess about on the internet and stuff. I'm not important. It's these people like my granddad. They're important. They're the people that gave me the opportunity to do whatever I wanted in my life. So with Prince Philip, he was an old guy. He looked after his family as best he could. He did a lot, I believe. Now, I don't know everything about him, but he did a lot, I believe, to improve people's lives, especially people a little bit like me. They didn't do particularly well at school, and he gave the opportunity for them to feel part of a community and worth something. He did some awards, is it the Duke of Edinburgh? I don't know what it's called. Something like an awards, a Duke of Edinburgh awards. That might not even be the right guy. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. He did a lot and he did his bit. And more importantly, he died as an old war veteran, and everyone should give him respect. That's just my opinion. This is not a political channel. This is just my thoughts as I drive my car on a Sunday morning. Let me know your views anyway. If you think he was a baby-eating reptilian alien overlord, let me know, because we can all have a bit of a giggle at you, can't we? There is not a flat earth. I'm just putting that out there. I like my conspiracy theories as well. I do. Like when people say, I've had my car mapped to 300 brake horsepower, and I'm like, why are you putting it on the dyno? Oh, because it didn't get mapped on a dyno. Conspiracy theory. Been looking into cams this week. That's been fun. We actually had an EP3 in, and the cams on that EP3 look like they've been left in someone's garden, possibly even buried. They were that bad. They were that rough looking. Couldn't believe it. Never seen anything like it. But I think there's a YouTube video of that coming soon. That is a really nice car. We've rectified it. It's had some issues, but Uncle Paul West suggested us, because he was local, said that he would be in safe hands, and he bloody is in safe hands as well, because Richard and Jason have done some excellent work this week on that. My car's filthy. I'm driving. If you've seen me today driving around, you've seen that my car is absolute filth. It's white, and I'm just not. I'm not a toucher. I want to get into it. I want to get into cleaning my motor. I know what products to use, but you know, I'm from a generation where a bucket of soapy water on my Fiat Uno 1 litre automatic selector was good enough. And then I always used Autoglip stuff because I knew it was a good brand. But I know there's people out there that use all sorts. We got some great products delivered to us. That my bad. I'm yet to use them, but the lads have been testing them at work, and it seems like they seem like good products. So I'm gonna give them a shout out soon and see if we can't maybe buy some, so that, you know, if you're ever bored, you can pop down and buy some detailing equipment, detailing products. But yeah, I've got to get into it. I'm watching some YouTube channels where they're, well, you know, they take a car that looks like mine, and you know, like when I do actually clean my car and it looks clean and it looks nice, and then you see them guys and they take a clean car and transform it, and you're like, how can that be? How can it be cleaner than that? Come on, cat. Little moggy crossing the road, trying to get himself killed. Yeah, so my thoughts really for the week have been pretty stressy, but very, very busy, and looking forward to next week, I think. You guys know that I've been trying to eat a little bit healthier. That completely went out the window last night with an Indian. Curry Indian. I'm sure that's not politically correct yet, is it? You could probably say that. But yeah, that went straight through me and battered me. So I'll be trying to eat less scotched eggs. This car, coilovers, drives really, 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 really well, but I need to learn to slow down when approaching speed bumps. That's because I've got another car, and I forget that the other car sails over speed bumps like it's not on, like it's on air, because it's that wallowy. It's a boat, but this one's very, very tough over speed bumps, but ultimately pretty good on the roads. So that's really, I've just turned into Ellistown. I'm going to have a bit of a blast down here, but do comment below how your week has been. I want to know how you've been. And yeah, thanks to everyone for watching, subscribing and all that jazz. I do appreciate all the love that we're getting on YouTube. I'm really enjoying making the videos. I think you can tell that even Rich and Jason are getting into it, which is nice, seeing as they are far more technically minded than I am, and having their input. Lukey said recently that the videos have more what's the word? What is the word? Not quality, more valuable content, because when Rich explains something, he really does explain it. You know, I could try and speak to you in sort of basic terms about improvements and things, but Richard's his level of detail is bang on, and we do appreciate that. And I think you guys are really enjoying that as well. So we'll keep doing it, and I really appreciate the support. If you haven't found us on Facebook yet, get on Facebook, on the Dynodaze pages. There's always something on there to look at. And yeah, and you know, and if you think anybody might be interested in this sort of content, then do share it for them. Let them know that we're making these videos. And if you're a bloke and you just want to talk shit, then get in touch, man. And you're not alone. Nobody is. And yeah, we'll see you. Well, I'll see you next Sunday doing exactly this. I mean, there'll be lots of content to come today because I've got so much to upload. But yeah, peace out, man. Peace out, everybody, and we shall upload some stuff in the week. Lots today. So I hope you don't get bored. Yeah.
Before and I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast.